15-minute yoga routine today. We're going to do sun salutation, triangle pose, and a balancing pose. We're doing these postures to increase flexibility, strength, and circulation. These are energizing postures. We're going to start in mountain pose, so standing with your feet hip-width apart, shoulders rolled down and back, the crown of the head reaching up towards the sky, palms slightly open. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths to get grounded. Open your eyes. Interlock your fingers at the base of the belly. Inhale the palms up to the chest. Exhale, cat curl down. Push the palms out. Inhale the arms up. Make a steeple with your finger. On the next exhale, side stretch, crescent moon. Inhale back up. Crescent moon side stretch to the other side. Inhale back up. Crescent moon back stretch. Tuck under the tailbone to protect the lower back. Inhale, come back up. Drop the hands to the shoulders. Spinal twist to the right. Come back. Spinal twist to the left. Come back to center. Lower the arms. Interlock the fingers behind the back. If possible, lock up the arms. Or if not, keep the elbows bent. Inhale, slight back bend. Exhale, cat curl forward into a ragdoll forward bend, raising the arms towards the ceiling. Take a breath here. Inhale, slowly come back with the knees slightly bent to protect your lower back. This is our warm-up for sun salutation. To begin sun salutation, once again, make sure your feet are hip-width apart, shoulders down and back, tailbone curled under just ½ an inch. Inhale, swan up the arms until they touch. Exhale, swan down the arms and come into a forward bend. Inhale, come up halfway into an L stretch to stretch out the hamstrings. Exhale, back into a ragdoll forward bend. Take the right foot right back. We're doing a low warrior. The right knee is on the ground. The arms raise up. Exhale, lower the arms back down to either side of the foot. Bring the left foot back into plank pose. You're going to take 1 breath in plank pose. You're going to drop the knees, uncurl the toes, bend your elbows, and lower your pelvis to the ground into what is known as cobra. Pull the shoulders back and away from your ears. Look straight ahead or look upwards. Come back onto your knees. Curl your toes under. Push off into downward dog. Make sure your fingers are spread wide apart. Slight bend in your elbow. Ears between the elbows. Hips pulled back and up. And get an extension through the spine. Engage the abdominal muscles so that you don't collapse through the back. So the abdominal muscles pull up. And then if you can, try to get the heels towards the ground. You can bend your knees if your hamstrings are tight. Next, with your right foot, pull your knee to your chest and pop your right foot forward to between your 2 hands. Left foot joins it in a ragdoll forward bend. Inhale, swan the arms up until they touch. Exhale, float the hands down through center line and back into mountain pose. Feet hip-width apart. Round 2. Inhale, the hands to the heart. Inhale, the hands up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, come up halfway, hamstring stretch. Exhale, float back down. Left foot lunges back. You can have the knee on the ground or off the ground in a high warrior. Exhale, float the hands back down to either side of the foot And you're going to take one breath in plank pose. Drop the knees, uncurl the toes, lower the pelvis, pull the shoulders back and down, look up. Come back into tabletop, curl the toes under, push up into downward dog. 3 breaths in downward dog. Fingers wide apart, elbows slightly bent, abdominal muscles engaged, hips pull back and up, and if your hamstrings are tight, bend your knees a little. All right, getting ready to go into the lunge. Pull the left knee into your chest, pop the foot forward between your 2 hands into forward lunge. Right foot joins it, you go into a rag doll. Inhale, swan the arms up. Exhale, swan the arms down into mountain pose. One more round. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan down. Inhale, come up halfway, hamstring stretch. Exhale, release into rag doll. Right foot lunges back. High warrior or low warrior, then you can be on or off the ground. Exhale, hands to either side of the foot. Plank pose, one breath. Drop the knees to the ground, uncurl the toes, and you can slither into your cobra instead, making it a little harder. So coming low and then slithering through into a high cobra. Bend your knees into tabletop, curl the toes under, push up into downward dog. 3 breaths in downward dog. Look at your hands. Bring the knee into the chest and pop the right foot forward into a forward lunge. Left foot joins it. Inhale, swan the arms up. Exhale the arms down through the center line into mountain pose. Left side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, leading with the heart, and then release into rag doll. Inhale, come up halfway into an L stretch. Exhale, back to rag doll. This time, left foot lunges back. High or low warrior. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms back down to either side of the foot. Hold in plank pose. One breath. Drop the knees. Get ready for cobra. You can either just lower your pelvis to the ground or you can slither into your cobra using a little more arm strength. Puff your chest up, shoulders pull away from your ears, look up. And then exhale into your downward dog, curling the toes under. 3 breaths in downward dog. Look to between your 2 hands, pull your knee into your chest, pop the left foot forward. Pop the right foot forward. Inhale, swan the arms up. Exhale, swan the hands down through the heart and stand in mountain pose for 3 breaths. Try closing your eyes. Feel your heart beating. And notice that if you start to slow down the breath, the heart slows down. One more breath. And then open your eyes. Inhale the hands to your heart. We're going to take a big step to the right into what is called 5-pointed star. 3, 2, 1. Feet are 3 feet apart. Feet are pointing at 12 o'clock. Bring your left foot to the upper edge of the mat. We're going to do triangle. Reach out with that left hand and slide out, slide out, slide out. And then when you can't slide out anymore, windmill down. Your left hand will probably land just below your knee. Don't collapse through the left knee. Engage the left thigh muscle. Right arm is pointing up at 12 o'clock. Tuck the tailbone under a little and pull the right shoulder back a little. The left ball joint of the foot is pressing into the floor, so the heel is almost off the ground, and the outside edge of the back foot is pressing into the mat. Reach the hand up a 1/2 inch, and then inhale back up into 5-pointed star. Realign the feet. Next, the right foot goes to the outside edge of the mat. We slide out, and then we windmill down, and the left hand goes up to the sky, pointing at 12 o'clock. Tuck the tailbone under a little, engage the abdominals. The right ball joint of the foot is pressing into the mat. The outside edge of the left foot is pressing into the mat. And we're reaching up just a 1/2 inch. Take a breath. And on the next inhale, come back up to 5-pointed star. Bring your hands to your hips, one forward bend. Inhale, gently arch the back. Exhale, lead with the chest. And then release into a ragdoll forward bend. You can walk your hands forward and then lean back, stretching out your hamstrings. Or you can walk your hands from one side, then the other side, then back to center. Bend the knees a little bit, place one hand on one knee, one on the other, and slowly curl back up into 5-pointed star. Jump back up to the front of your mat, bring your hands to your heart, take a breath, and then into mountain pose. The final posture is tree pose, balancing pose to strengthen the body and to improve focus and concentration. So you're going to start with the left foot, try to spread all the toes apart, and then shift your weight into the left foot. It becomes the trunk of the tree. The right heel rests against the left ankle. The right knee floats open, so you have a 180-degree line. You bring your hands to your heart, and this is baby tree. Take a breath. Once you feel grounded and balanced, slide the right foot up and rest it on your calf. Once you feel grounded and balanced, float the hands up to the sky. So tree sway, so it's all right if you sway a little bit. If you want to try a more advanced form of tree, float the right hand down, grab the right ankle and bring it above the knee, but don't place the foot on the knee because it's not safe. Bring the hand back up, take a deep breath. Don't forget to float open that right knee because it has a tendency to collapse to the center, so you want to pull it out to the side. Find a spot on the wall to stare at for concentration and balance. And then gracefully on the exhale, exit the posture. Other side. So now pick up the toes of the right foot and try to spread them wide apart and place them one toe at a time onto the mat. Rest the left heel against the right ankle. Bring your hands to your heart, baby tree. Take a breath. Try sliding that left foot up. Resting on the calf, float open the left knee. Once you feel balanced, float the arms up, grow your branches. You can spread your branches apart if you'd like. Hold here, or if you want to attempt the advanced posture, grab your ankle, bring your foot above your knee, press it into your thigh, float your hand back up, stare at the spot on the wall, float open the left knee, make sure your abdominals are engaged and that you're not arching your back. One more breath. And on the next exhale, gracefully exit the posture. Take a breath in mountain pose. And that completes our yoga sequence of sun salutation, triangle, and tree pose.